How to become ambidextrous. The majority of people have a natural tendency to utilize one hand as their dominant hand. You may, however, teach yourself to be able to utilize both hands equally well. The first step is to get used to using your non-dominant hand for daily tasks. Then, practice the fine motor skills required for writing and sketching. Method 1. Getting comfortable with your other hand. 1. Perform finger and hand strengthening exercises on your non-dominant hand. Your non-dominant hand is most likely weaker than your dominant hand, making it more difficult to become ambidextrous at first. Every other day, lift some modest weights with your non-dominant hand, focusing on maintaining a firm grip to work your hands rather than your arms. As you progress, use larger weights to continue strengthening your hand. Lifting weights is one of the finest ways to improve your hand, but you can also work out your hand with a grip exerciser. Juggling or simply tossing a ball into the air with your non-dominant hand may also help. This can help you get more comfortable with that hand while also improving your hand-eye coordination. 2. To operate the computer mouse, use your non-dominant hand. There are numerous advantages to swapping your mouse hand, but one of the most important is that it improves dexterity in your non-dominant hand. Simply move your regular mouse to the opposite side of the computer and use it regularly from now on. You can also get an ambidextrous mouse from a computer store, but it's much easier to just use a regular mouse. Switching mouse hands also allows you to work the keyboard with your dominant hand while the mouse is in motion, minimizes the danger of carpal tunnel syndrome, and makes you appear more fascinating to your coworkers. 3. Begin by doing simple daily actions with your non-dominant hand. Brush your teeth, open doors, put on accessories, and tidy up around the house with your non-dominant hand. Do this as often as possible to make using your non-dominant hand less awkward. When bathing, try to accomplish as much as you can with your non-dominant hand, such as applying soap and shampoo. You may not realize it, but you most likely perform the majority of these minor chores with your dominant hand. When brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, make sure to clean them properly. If you are not comfortable brushing with this hand, you may underbrush accidentally. If you play an instrument, experiment with playing with your non-dominant hand instead of your usual manner. 4. After a few days, you should be able to eat and prepare with your non-dominant hand. To move pots and pans, stir food, and serve it, use your non-dominant hand. Hold your silverware in your non-dominant hand and move the food to your mouth with it. You may have to take your time at first to prevent dropping the food, but it will become simpler with practice. Cooking with boiling water or other heated materials can be risky, so it's advisable to spend a few days getting used to doing modest tasks with your non-dominant hand first. 5. To make the experience even more immersive, tie your dominant hand behind your back. This strategy will compel you to accomplish everything with your non-dominant hand. This is a terrific strategy to quickly convert your mind and body to using this hand, but you should do it after a few days of practice first. The simplest way to do this is to tie a rope around your dominant wrist, then tie the other end of the rope to the belt loop on the back of a pair of pants. This is a bit tricky to execute on your own, so you may need to enlist the assistance of another person. Method 2. Writing and drawing with your non-dominant hand. 1. Hold a pen or pencil in your non-dominant hand in the same way you would your dominant hand. In the mirror, write with your good hand to see how it might look with your other hand. This provides a clear visual clue to the strategy and assists your brain in visualizing the same motion with your non-dominant hand. Then, try holding the pen or pencil with your non-dominant hand to see whether it seems more natural. You should not claw your hand. It may be tempting to grab the pen as tightly as possible, causing your hand to coil up like a claw, but doing so will only prevent you from writing effectively and may even cause injury to your hand. 2. Begin by tracing the letters of the alphabet with your non-dominant hand. Begin with a lowercase letter and progress to an uppercase letter once the feeling is natural. This will introduce your other hand to the basic movements needed in writing in a very simple manner. Aim for straight lines and smooth curves, but don't be concerned if you make a lot of mistakes at first. Perform this practice regimen for at least 10 minutes every day until you are confident in your ability to make clean movements. Your hand may strain at first, but simply take a rest and try again later. The stress will ultimately dissipate. Make care you trace the alphabet in lowercase, uppercase, and cursive letters with your non-dominant hand, if you know cursive. 3. Continue to write letters without tracing and draw simple shapes. Put down some paper and begin doodling butterflies, vases, symmetrical things, letters, shapes, and whatever else comes to mind. Even if you think your writing is terrible at first, start by penning a couple of lines every day. You will only improve with practice. It may be beneficial to purchase a handwriting book created for children and work through the exercises. Coloring in a coloring book with your non-dominant hand is also a wonderful option. As you do this, keep track of which letters you struggle with the most and devote extra time to learning them. 4. Practice writing your name and entire sentences. Because your name will be the most recognizable writing movement, it's a great collection of letters to work on. Try composing a 3 to 5 sentence paragraph every day to become used to writing long sentences with your non-dominant hand. Don't keep writing the same paragraph every day. Write a new one every day to keep your non-dominant hand from becoming accustomed to only one paragraph. 5. Make it a point to write every day in order to enhance your talents. Use these tactics on a daily basis for at least a month, if not longer. Soon, you'll be writing with your non-dominant hand far more comfortably and with fewer mistakes. Try keeping a daily notebook in which you only write with your non-dominant hand. Thanks for watching. Now you know how to become ambidextrous.